Hey everyone, it's Chantel. I apologize. I don't really have any makeup on or anything today. I'm still healing and I didn't want to expose my skin and my face to more than I need to right now just because my eyes are still, like irritated and I get itchy. So I don't have anything on me right now. I want to talk to you guys. If you've never seen my channel before, I've went from 220 pounds this summer down to 170 now. So I have lost quite a substantial amount of weight. And I'm going to share a story with you that I think is going to help you guys. What we're going to talk about is how you can get your mind right, or you're never going to be happy with yourself, because the weight can come off, but it's all about how you perceive yourself. And a good example of that is actually from my own life this weekend. I finally have gotten to the point where none of my clothes are fitting me like at all anymore, especially my pants. Like, it started to become a work issue because every time I'd bend over, like my butt was almost coming out of my jeans because they were just too big. And I've really lost a lot of weight in my butt and my legs. So finally I went shopping and I had to pick out like a new pair of jeans. Sydney, no. She's like pulling the cords over. Stop. And I had to go pick out a new pair of jeans, and I'm with my friend and I still can't believe that I've really lost this much weight. And, she's like, well, what size are you? And I was like, I don't even know. And so I assume I'm going to go get, a little bit smaller, because I figure, a size 6 was snug. I could get into them, but they were like super snug and I had to like force it to close. And so I get a 7/8 and I'm like, these just don't fit right. These don't feel right. And my friend's looking at me and she's like, well, let's get you another pair. So she gets me another 7/8. I'm like, these still don't fit right too. Like, I feel like the butt's funny. And she's like looking at him. She's like, you need a smaller size. I'm like, no, I think it's these jeans. She's like, I think you need to try a smaller size. So she goes and gets a 5'6". I'm like, I don't think so. I think that's going to be way too small. Like, I haven't been a 5'6" since junior high, like, and maybe like a freshman. Like, I don't think that's going to work. And she's like, let's just try it, okay? So she gets the 5'6". I put them on. They fit. I'm like, that is insane. I'm like, that's no way. These are stretchy or something, like, but that can't be right. So I had her go get me like 3 other pairs of jeans in 5'6", like all different shapes, and they all fit. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a 5'6". And it wasn't a really big deal, and that was kind of exciting, and I ended up buying a pair, but I still felt really weird about it. And I was like, why do I feel so weird about this? Like, I should be ecstatic that I'm in a 5'6". And the reason being is because what I've realized, guys, is that it's all about how your brain perceives you. When I was 220, I kept making myself believe I was smaller than I was. I wasn't really ready to face the fact that I had gained a lot of weight. And now that I've lost a lot of weight, I keep seeing myself as a bigger person than what I really am. Like, no, there's no way. That can't happen. And I was just looking at my body and I'm like, I don't look that different. Like, how am I a 5? Like, I look at other girls who are size 5 and I think they're tiny. Yet I think I'm like 3 times bigger than what they are. I'm like, no, because I'm 170. I don't feel like I should be a 5'6" at 170 pounds. Like, that just doesn't seem right to me. But it is what it is. Now, I realize that I have lost weight and I am looking good, and there are things I like about myself. But here's the thing, guys. Whatever you didn't like about yourself before, you're still not going to like about yourself even when you lose the weight. And I realize this because I still don't think my legs are really small. I still feel like my tummy is really big. It still is more poochy to me. And my arms are still big, and my face is still round. I didn't suddenly morph into this butterfly and I'm like, wow, I'm just gorgeous. like TV shows, they show you like, oh, they're just amazing now. No, however you picture yourself is how you're going to see yourself physically, whether you're that weight or not. So I'm encouraging you guys to make sure you change how you feel about yourself from the inside, because it won't change. And that's what I realized that really mattered, is that I love who I am now, that I like eating healthy. I like feeling good. I like knowing I can move better. I like having more energy. I love wearing clothes that fit, that I can let a lot of the rest of that stuff go. And I may never really, really like who I am physically. And that's okay, because I realize that's quite a shallow thing anyways. Skin deep is only so much. Really what I wanted the weight loss for was to be healthy and just to know what I can accomplish. And there's a lot of things I do like about myself now that I never really liked before. I love how thin my face is starting to look. I love how muscular I am, and I have a very powerful build. But I've had to learn to like those things and to know that that's never going to change. I'm never going to suddenly become a very tiny person or anything else. I'm always going to be bigger. I'm always going to be heavier. But I can still look good, and I can be proud of myself and proud of who I am. So I recommend you work on that now, even at your heaviest, because your self-image will catch up. Your self-image will catch up to you losing weight if you work on who you are on the inside. But if you just try and lose weight to like yourself, you're probably never going to be happy. So I just encourage you to work on that. That's what I'm finding.